What it is, well, it's your boy Fat Boy Skrap. We in the building. I got a special guest in the building. Man, let them know who we got in the building today, man.
Y'all know what it is, man. Sippizone in the motherfucking building.
Sippizone, big dog. What's good with you, baby?
Not much, man. Just living, man. Staying blessed.
Man, that's what's up, man. For the people don't know, man, let the people know where you from.
Well, I'm originally from Mississippi. Moved up here around 2008.
Okay.
And I've been here in Minnesota since then. I've been doing, so I think I went back. No, I've been here since 2005. Since 2005, I went back to Mississippi in 2008 for a little bit. Then I came back.
Okay.
And then, I've been ever since.
Okay, what part of Mississippi?
Natchez, Mississippi, at the bottom.
Natchez.
By Baton Rouge.
Bottom of the map.
Yeah.
Well, your boy got some roots down in Mississippi too.
Okay.
West Point.
Oh, okay.
You know
I see you. I see you. West Point. All right.
West Point. So what's it like back home, man?
Man, grimy, man. It's
grimy.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
We don't have all the, the things that we have in the city, right? It's a little different. So it's a little gritty, a little more grind.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really get as much as you get here. So you have to go a little bit harder to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that the outer cities don't have it, but right there in that city, if you don't have the means to leave, then, it get a little bit different. Yeah. So I'd say it's a little bit more grittier.
So what, out of all the states that you had to choose from, what made you come to Minnesota?
I actually came to Minnesota because my uncle was up here. My mama only brother. My mama had more sisters than brothers. She only had one brother. He came here when we was shortest, baby. So he been here since I was a baby. So once I got to a certain point in my life, I decided to move up here and pursue something here. At that time, I still wasn't even doing music, so music wasn't even a thing for me at that point. So I just moved up here on some. I just got in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, I need a change of scenery. I was going through a lot back home in the streets and just different things that I had going on that it was going to land me in some different places. So I was like, let me just get up out of here real quick. So I got out of here, came to Minnesota, and it was way different. Yeah. The grind. So I feel like taking the grind I had in Mississippi and bringing it to Minnesota was like the best thing ever. Because you think about it, people here in Minnesota are spoiled. They won't do the things that's necessary to get to it. So taking my grind that I had in Mississippi and applying to Minnesota, I was winning out the gate. Like I was going without no sleep. I was still able. I would go hit the club, leave the club, go straight to work. I was working like 3 jobs and still hustling. So, it was a lot, but what everybody else considered a lot, I feel like was necessary.
Yeah.
Everybody else like, man, I ain't doing that, man. I'm going home. I'm doing this. I'm doing like, shit, nigga. I got to get to the bag by any means necessary. So my grind was a little different when I got here.
Yeah. So I heard you say the Marine Corps, man. How was that, bro? Like, that's a whole different ball game, man. Like, how was that, bro?
It was different, man. It was different. It was an experience. It was a change in my discipline, a change in building me as a man. I came from the streets. I ain't never had a father, so the streets raised me. But going to the Marine Corps, taking what I knew from the streets and what I learned is loyalty and different things, the codes you learn. And you take that and you go to the Marine Corps and they break you down. They break you all the way down. Like literally, when they say they break you down, they break you down. And then rebuilding you, you get a little different discipline, a little different loyalty, a little different confidence, the pride in being. You get a little bit more all of that. So it was definitely different to go into an environment where you don't have nothing to lean on but yourself. Now, mind you, the streets, you really ain't got nobody to lean on. We say we don't have anybody to lean on, but we lean on homeboys. But when you in boot camp, all you can rely on is your own strength. And if you fall, you fall. And then you realize that, okay, I gotta go harder. So you gotta push through. I don't feel like it. You gotta push through because if you don't, you get left. So the difference, and again, it applies to real life, right? But you don't think about it like that, right? You don't think about it if I don't get up this morning sometimes, it's this. But after a while, you start realizing, like, damn, if I just applied this to life, I would have been winning a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So taking what I know from the streets and taking from what I know from the service and what I mean to really be a team, really grind, brotherhood, pride, confidence in who you are, changed the man that I was, my trajectory at that point. So yeah.
That's dope, man. So you like a nigga that snipe a nigga from down.
We rifleman first, so yeah.
Punch a nigga in the neck, make a nigga bleed out his asshole.
Yeah, it get a little different. These hands is different.
Steven Seagal,
yeah,
nigga
look, I ain't Steven Seagal, but I get you up on me real quick.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man, that's dope, bro. Like for real, man. So we're going through from Mississippi, coming to Minnesota, figuring out yourself, going to the Marines. When did you realize that you want to do music?
So when I got here, like I said, I was still hustling. So I think I got lost more into the hustling than I did working sometimes. The money was coming faster. So you know how that go, right? You kind of get locked in. I saved for my first couple of years here, always. So about 2010. So from 2005 to about 2008, doing my thing. And in 2008, that's when I really got into hustling. Yeah. I left Minnesota, went home, got caught up in some things. Was able to get out of that situation, and I hopped on the first thing back to Minnesota. Like, yeah, I'm good. I gotta get up out of there because I'm gonna find myself either two places, in jail or in a graveyard. So I'm like, let me get back to Minnesota, get back to the money. So I got back to Minnesota. I came back to Minnesota and I had nothing. It's like I had to restart over. So immediately jumped into another job, bumped into somebody, got a little situation going, was getting my money back up. And then, so from 2008 to 2010, I hustled real hard. I bumped into Lady Aaron right when I got back in like 2008, but I really wasn't taking music real serious. That's when I started kicking in. I don't know if you know Assassin, call him Tay. He from St. Paul. He was doing music. And he was the reason why I actually started. I went to the studio with him, and I was like, man, I think I can do this. I've always been a guy that's been into poetry, writing poetry, poetic shit like that. Spoken word, I like that. Like I pull up to that real quick, and I started liking that while I was in the service. Kind of found myself in writing that during that time. Music has always been around, but again, not something that I thought I could ever do. Right? Back in the day, you listen to Biggie, Tupac, you're like, shit, I ain't doing that shit, boy. That ain't me. But like I said, going to the studio with him, already into, the poetry side of things, right? And seeing him go in there and just do it, I'm like, man, I can do that shit. Easy. So I made my first song called Certified Love. And I'm like, man, this shit hard, bro. That shit was garbage. But it was hard. When you go back and listen to it, you're like, what the fuck I was doing. But but when you start now, you think everything hard.
You just elevated.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I thought I could do it. So we took that song, had the first show. We like, man, bro, they got a show. Tell you like, man, I got a show over here, over Northeast. Remember that? I don't know if y'all know about the bar that's right over Northeast that they used to do a lot of shows. They was having album release parties and everything right over Northeast off of
Terminal
Central, right off of Central. I forgot the name of it, but it had that Family Dollar in the same parking lot. It's a Family Dollar and like a little buffet place there. But it's been so long ago, man. But I think that bar still, I don't know, it may not be a bar no more. It might have changed. It's been so long ago. But anyways, we went in there, we hit the stage. I forgot every fucking word. I was like, out of here, man. Boy, I was on the stage like,
and that was your first time performing?
My first time ever hitting the stage, like I said. So I was stuck. Like I was saying,
you had the Eminem effect.
Boy, I was like, I'm done. Right, right. Well, I'm like, I'm done. I was done with rapping. And I was like, fuck this shit. Go back in the streets. Nigga, this ain't for me. So I was grinding. I did my thing for another 2 years. And that's when me and Lady Aaron bumped into each other. And right before I bumped into her, I was like, damn, I got to get back. Fuck this. I'm getting out the streets. My daughter was being born. Who's now 15. About to be 16. So
I got one.
You talking about 15. Man, you hear me? Different level. That's a whole nother story. But anyway. But my baby mom was pregnant with her. And I was in real deep in the streets at that point. I was doing too much. I was wilding out with the little young niggas, had the little young niggas under me, and we moving and grooving. And one day I went out to make a little move and going down peeing in my shit. My car got shot up.
Damn.
And don't know who it was. To this day, still don't know who it was. But I was like, you know what? I got a baby on the way, and I'm wilding out. You know what I'm saying? Either what you gonna do with yourself? You gonna keep doing this, or you end up in the grave, or you gonna do something different? So I took the little money I had right at this time, and put it up. And I did a few things. I met Lady Aaron, and at that time, so we started doing music. So before I started getting with Lady Aaron, I started doing music. I came up with C-Boss. And the C-Boss came about, it was supposed to be Blackout Squad, and my little homie had this little gang over north. It was called Checkmate. I forgot the whole name of the gang, but it was Checkmate. So I was like, man, fuck it. I got your little homies with me, so shit, let's put Checkmate with Blackout Squad. So it came Checkmate, Blackout Squad, C-Boss. And we came up there right on Emerson, up on 36 in Emerson, on my baby mama porch at that time. Okay. And I was like, fuck it, let's do it. And we started to build C-Boss. And then that time I had me, him, and Tay. Tay ended up coming along. So then we doing our little thing. And it started building, we doing our thing. But I started to be like, nah, this gotta be bigger. So I ended up changing C-Boss to like a thing of C-Boss the Movement. So what I did was, when I did C-Boss the Movement, I ended up picking up other artists. So I had Glue, Get Like Us Entertainment. Yeah. I had Trubion Entertainment. Yeah. I had Glow Gang. So mind you, with picking up all these different people to come along under the brand of C-Boss the Movement, my name quickly took off. Now mind you, I didn't have a studio at the time, but I was like, man, if y'all niggas stick with me, we gonna fuck the city up. Yeah. Like they ain't expecting this. And then mind you, I'm somebody nobody knows in the city, really. Like, I'm doing my little other thing. Some street niggas know me, but the city don't know me. The rap scene don't know me. Niggas don't, who the fuck is this nigga? Yeah. So, coming out, I hooked up with Lady Aaron. She came along, her, Lady Aaron, and Baby Boo. I forgot, what was the name of y'all thing at that time?
Baby E, or J&E Promos.
J&E Promos and photos. And so they came on to, push us. And so, mind you, she got all of us. So we all in one room. So we going out. We like 30, 40 motherfuckers deep everywhere we go. Yeah, that's a fact. And then so then what I did was, the logo had my face on it. I wasn't thinking about, I'm telling you, I wasn't thinking about it, but it really took off because niggas like looking at Glue, looking at Glow Gang, like, we know you niggas. Yeah. Who the fuck is this nigga? Yeah. Why y'all walking around with this nigga face on y'all shirt? And that's what blew us up. And then after that, it went from, because I am a street nigga, right? Yeah. And I have a bunch of street niggas on my team. We are going out, and then niggas that get disrespectful now is, what's up? So now we putting hands on niggas. Yeah. And it's getting like that. So it started to almost turn into like a damn gang. So I'm like, hold up. Like, hold up. How did that go, man? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, no, that's not what we on. But things started to change. So we had the whole team. And like again, because things would moving slow. At the time, I hadn't had a studio, but we was going to different studios and doing our little thing. But then things started to break up. One thing I'm big about is, in life, things are gonna happen to show you where you're really supposed to be. People started to fall off. Yeah. And as people started to fall off, I say, man, if y'all stick with me, I'm gonna get a studio. We're gonna have this. We're gonna have that. And everybody just fell off because they're like, man, And what did I do? I went and took my little ass and my little bread, all the money I had, and purchased a studio. Yeah. When I purchased my studio, I didn't know shit about recording, mixing, mastering, nothing. But I told myself, I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna learn this shit. So what I started doing was, any nigga that knew how to do it, come through and record for free. And they'll come through, they record their shit. I'm looking at their shit. I'm saving their templates. I'm going through, I'm dissecting their shit. And then I'm on YouTube Academy. Oh yeah. I'm definitely on that bitch. YouTube Academy, boy. So I literally, for the next whatever amount of years after that, from 2010 all the way up until I started my studio. When I say I stayed in and day out, when I say the studio was my life, it was my life. My daughter was born. I'm in the studio holding her. She wouldn't go to sleep with her mama. She ain't want much with her mama, so she would come down and go to sleep with my mom. I'm in the studio. I got photos. I ain't got no shirt on. I'm in the studio. Yeah, learning. Live that lifestyle too. Like, so, I'm literally doing everything in the studio. Yeah. Took some L's. Took a lot of L's. But I say those L's were not losses. They were lessons. And as time went by, I learned a lot, man. I learned a lot on my own. I went from buying beats from T-Lace and having T-Lace do my shit to being an engineer, and T-Lace called me like, bro, how you do that? How you? So it kind of feels good when the teacher turns into the student sometimes, right? Yeah. or the student turns into the teacher, however you want to put it. But it felt good, man, and to be able to become somebody that everybody sort of look at like, oh, he know this, and I put work in day out. So this shit didn't come easy. Yeah. I was going to Pro. I don't know if anybody know Pro. Marvin Chestnut on the book, but Pro was one of the niggas that was doing all the niggas that came to the city, like Lil Scrappy and all them. He had all them coming to a studio over north. And Pro really built shit. He built this shit from scratch up in the big boy studios. So I was going to him, letting him listen to my mixes. He like, man, you coming up. I kept trying to get him to do it. He was like, nah, man, you on the right path. Go ahead. Keep doing what you're doing. And I'm like, man, fuck, man, this nigga want you help me. I'm like, man, we helping these. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to just do it. I kept doing it. And finally I came up with, what was the project I had? Oh my God, I forgot the name of the project. It was, man, I got so much music, it's crazy. Well, anyway, I came up with this project, and that was the project that actually kind of, I wouldn't say forced, but made people like, okay, he on to something. Yeah. That's when I started busy. It's like, man, I got you. I'm gonna work with you. Yeah. But before that, I took the project to Pro again. Pro like, nigga, this is good. You did it? Like, yeah. He like, okay, now I got you. So he was like, he had about $250,000 worth of plugins. He said, that's all you need. So I brought my drink, said, bring your hard drive. I brought my hard drive, and he put like $250,000 worth of plugins on my drive. Mm-hmm. And from that day on, you couldn't tell me shit. Yeah. So I learned like I was on there studying the plugins. I'm on YouTube. What did this plugin do? What did this plugin do? And then like I said, I started looking back at my templates and taking little things, and then take this plugin. Oh shit, this boom. And then I started listening for clarity. I started listening for grittiness. Like what take the grittiness out? What give you grittiness? So I'm listening and figuring all of these things out. And then the mix became clean, and everything I did became an obsession with outdoing my last thing. And if you listen to each project, you will hear the sound change gradually to what I have now. Yeah. Then after that, a couple of years later, my studio got broken in. All my equipment got stolen.
Hold on, bro. We ain't gonna get to that yet. Let's take a quick break, man. We're gonna take a quick break from our sponsors, man. Shout out to Flex Your Grills, man. If you want that custom jewelry, custom grills, tap in with us. We'll be right back. Man.
Mr. Grill did my grill. What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Grills. Man, you already know when we doing some Flex Your Grill, we gonna bring something different to the game. We now offering financing if you don't want to pay for grills no more. 90 days, same as cash. We got a 97% acceptance rate though. So if y'all interested, call, text, or DM 612-735-7781. We gonna send y'all the link though. Flex Your Grill, tap in with us though. We working. No holla at us.
Mr. Grill did my grill.
All right, so now you done built everything up. You done self-taught with the engineering, and then the studio get broken in. Yep. What was the studio located at?
So at that time, I had moved out a location, and I had moved into my homegirl basement. She had a basement that she had over north
Minneapolis.
And I took my studio over there. And I really wasn't too big on bringing people that I didn't know into my studio. I've never been a guy that deal with a lot of variety of people. Right. If I don't know you, I don't really want you. And I'm big on energy too. So I know I can feel energy when I walk in a room, and I don't fuck with it. A lot of people think that I'm just a nigga that's don't fuck with nobody. I have a discernment. God has blessed me with a spirit of discernment so good that I can tell when a nigga just ain't right. I don't give a fuck how you try to portray yourself or cover yourself, I can still feel it. Yeah. But anyways, so I had a studio over there, and everything good. And then there's one day, my homegirl was like, she's like, I'm finna have a party. Can you close the studio down for the day? I'm like, cool. All right, I'm gonna go check on my kids. So I left the house, went check on my kids, and she called me. She like, did you take your computer from over here? I'm like, no, I ain't taking nothing. Well, are you playing? She's like, no, I'm not playing. I'm serious. Motherfucker kicked in the back. Motherfucker came through the back door, went downstairs, grabbed my shit, walked out with my computer. Mind you, I paid some good money for this computer. I got this from Apple. Like not no bootleg shit. I bought my shit from Apple. I got all the best of everything put into it. I'm talking about the top notch everything.
So they just took the computer.
They just took the computer. They didn't take my hard drive, which was good.
Right. No interfaces, no speakers, no mics.
No, just the computer.
The computers, they're making that a thing though.
Right. Damn. And I had all the editing software because
at
that time I was doing video for my own self.
Okay.
So I was real loud locked in on doing music and video. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to need nobody for nothing.
Yeah.
But that kind of broke my spirit, nigga. And
I was just feeling how you feel about how you
it broke my spirit because now I took my last bread and invested in this. So nigga, like, what I'm finna do? But again, we talk about those L's and not losses and lessons. I quickly pulled myself together, bought a laptop. One of my homies had a laptop that had everything on it.
Mm-hmm.
I took that laptop, learned how to connect that laptop to everything else, and you would walk in my studio because I had everything else.
Oh, you had everything.
I just knew how to nigga rig my laptop to hook up to big screens and everything, and you would never see my laptop. And you would think that I got big boy shit popping, but no, I'm working off this little ass laptop.
Yeah.
So I ran into my challenges with that, but the sound was impeccable, right? Still had my sound, still had all my plugins, still had everything I needed. And then just fast forward some years later, again, Pro had moved to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And he called me one day, he was like, bro, I got something for you. He's like, I can't give it away, but you little bro, and I know you're going to do what you need to do with it. He's like, I got all the equipment you need, and just give me $7 grand for it. I said, fuck. And he hit me with all that shit. I'm like, fuck it. So we shared out the $7 grand. He brought that equipment. So I got all the HD equipment. Now I have his computer, what he has worked on for years.
Yeah.
So
it's a Mac or
it's a tower, the Mac tower.
Oh yeah.
He broke this down and rebuilt it.
Mm.
So it's at the max of everything. So I'm like, what? So he came in with the speakers, the talkback buttons. Like when I say the whole fucking setup, I'm talking about the whole setup. He came in with the big ass wire to plug. I'm thinking like that. I ain't never seen this up. So he's teaching me how to set this up, do all this different shit. So it was an experience. But so now I got my whole setup. Ain't nobody stealing that shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, that put me at the next level. So the sound that you get now is because, God bless those that work hard and stay consistent. Consistency is everything. And so I feel like he just put me in a place to be able to do what I do now.
Yeah. Speaking of your sound, you got the melodic, you got that deep voice too, that melodic. How you discover that sound like? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody doing it now with the auto tune.
So what's crazy, and so everybody was like, "Oh, you sound like Mo3, or you sound like." I say, "No, I've been doing this shit from the beginning."
Yeah.
I was like, I started with this. So what happened was when
it's a comparison, but at the same time, I heard your shit before I heard Mo3.
Yeah. And
y'all both from the South though too, so that's kind of that's a South sound though a little bit. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? So, but I would say. It's the soulfulness in
you.
I would say it's the fact that we come from roots of the church. Exactly. So when you come from the roots of the church, of course you're gonna get that vibe. I've been in choir back in the day. Yeah. I sung in school choir. So I sung in quartets. So I've been a singing nigga before I even knew about doing rap. Right. My first time picking up a mic was in choir in a parade which is why I even thought I could do it in the studio because I did it in a parade back when I was in high school. In choir, the reach out people came to our city, taught our choir the song, and I had the rapping part. So I'm in the parade having to rap this verse that I learned, which was the first time I ever did, which was crazy. I was nervous as hell, but so it was the first time I ever did it, right? So all I did was when I came to be into music myself and do it was just take what I know. I've always been a singer, nigga, and I'm learning how to rap. So I just took that and I was like, it sounds better. Because what I did was, I learned what auto-tune was. My guy told my nigga Rob G, in the beginning of the time, right? Shout out to Rob. Yeah. In the beginning of the time, Rob G was fucking with the auto-tune. Yeah. I'm like, I like that. Yeah. But he didn't have it where he could give it to me. So I went online, found a trial of auto-tune. Yep. And I got the free trial, and I literally I made 1 million songs Well, auto-tune, my nigga. I am not, listen, bro, damn near every song had auto-tune because I was really trying to learn how to work auto-tune, how to make it work for my vocals, how to make the sound just become me. And so I literally studied this sound for years, bro. This ain't no just jump in and do auto-tune shit. I worked on auto-tune. I didn't do anything else. Yeah. So when you want something you really want it, you got to really put your time into it. And I did that. Yeah. And I formulated the sound that I have today. So that's why any nigga that come in with auto-tune, I can do your auto-tune because I know how to, manipulate the sound to get what I want. I don't have to put a setting. I can literally go in there and just do, I go in there freestyle some shit. Like, okay, then I could boom, boom, boom. There we go. Yeah. And go jump in there, and now my shit sound like the way I wanted to sound. Yeah. Just because over the time I've studied that. So that's how I started the auto-tune sound. And then I ended up, like I said, by the time I got he put the $250,000 plugins on it, then I had my own auto-tune. Not only did I have the auto-tune, I had every fucking package of auto-tune. So I'm like a big ass kid in the park now. Man, I got all the auto-tune, I got all the auto correction, I'm a singer. Great. So I started singing R&B songs and just like, that's why you hear me, you'll never know what you're gonna get from me, right? And I think that is the best artistry ever. So I'm not a rap artist, I'm an artist. Like I'm just an artist, I create. You didn't know what you was gonna get from people that paint pictures, right? What his name? The one famous artist. Vanguard. Yeah, all these different people. So when they paint, so when they paint, you don't know what you're getting. Right? Yeah. You just know whatever they feel they in is what you're getting. So that's why I don't really like even putting a genre on myself because I really never know what to put on. I put R&B, rap, hip hop, all because I even do a little slide push gospel in there a little bit on top of my rap. So it's like I don't have a genre. I'm just an artist. Yeah. My music is my diary. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. And last week I had somebody on here. I had my boy YB, and we was talking about therapy, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's my therapy. Yeah. So, like us being men, fathers, we go through a lot of shit, mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? Mentally in our head. You know what I mean? So, do you really feel like outside of the music, that us black men, do we need therapy? Like, it's a must, and that's just because what I've come into lately of me understanding what my traumas is, because we as black men tell ourselves we don't really need it, and for so long I told myself I didn't need it. For so long I told myself I was okay, and just sucked it up. Nigga, if you crying, nigga, what the fuck is you doing? Yeah. Crying, nigga, what are you doing? Yeah. And I seen it in my daughter because I raised her the same way. She drops me. What the fuck are we doing? We don't do that. Yeah. And so I see it in her now where she will not cry in front of me. If she about to cry, she walk out into another room. But that's the trauma that I put on her. Yes, yeah. So, I've had to really break myself down and go back to my daughter and be like, I'm your safe space. Yeah. So whatever you need to do, you do that with me. Right? My thing is you never let anybody else know that you're broken though. Right. You never let somebody break you and then cry down in their face. No. You don't ever want nobody to see them and get to you, but I am your safe space. Don't ever feel like you gotta hide from me. But again, we as black men definitely need therapy, but not only therapy, we need a group of black men who are all in agreement. Because sometimes we as black men beat down the next black man for even having any type of emotion. And I think that's the biggest problem today, that we can't come to each other and really we'll vent to each other without it going somewhere else. Yeah. Niggas are getting a group vent. And then you hear your shit way across town. Yeah. But I watched a movie called Forge, and it was deep. For me, it's something that I said I wanted to create. A group of men that come together and build a group where we all can kind of, talk to each other and vibe with each other to be able to, get the feeling of I'm safe in this space. I can build in this space. This is my group of men I can come to set my goals. And that's what Forge was. Forge is a group of men that came from all different walks of life, who just needed the encouragement. And that's what I said recently. I literally just said recently that I want to create. Yeah. Because I see a lot of my brothers going through a lot, whatever it may be. You may be in the system or just in their personal life, you know, we don't have people to tell us it's gonna be okay. We don't have brothers we can lean on to help us figure out the next step.
That's a fact though, bro.
So
we deal with that a lot, man. How many kids you got?
5.
5 kids. How many? What? Boy, girls? What?
Boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
I got a 23-year-old son.
Shit.
Yeah, 23. And then I have a 16-year-old daughter.
Okay.
A 15-year-old daughter. And I have a 11-year-old son. And I have a 3-year-old son.
Okay. I got 4 girls. It's hell. It's man, my oldest daughter, she's gonna be 18 in February, and then I got a 16-year-old, 13-year-old, and a 5-year-old.
You sound like me.
Man,
don't get no more, man. Don't have enough.
Man, I'm trying to be cool. Man, so being a man, I'm just this it's a joke. Being the father of a YN, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got you a young man. He's 23, man. You know what I'm saying? Because now we as black men, some of us didn't have our father in our life.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So with him having his dad in his life, you know what I'm saying? Because he can wander off into the streets and go whatever, do whatever the fuck you want to do. How do you stay, you know, in that circle with your son? Being a father, still having kids, and him being at that age of being a YN. You know, they put that negative on that YN word. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm gonna say this. So my story a little different with my oldest.
Mm-hmm.
My 23-year-old son didn't have me in his life his whole life.
Okay.
When I went to the Marine Corps, I went for him. And when I went to the service, things kind of fucked up. I married his mother.
Okay.
Straight out of high school, I was with her since 7th grade. We got married. Straight out of high school, I had my son. And so, you know, me coming from a family where I didn't have a father, I wanted to be there. So I didn't go to college. I turned down scholarships to go play ball and all that to go to the Marine Corps. Mm-hmm. So I went to the service for him. I got to the service and it was a lot. So I got a wife with me, I got a son with me, and I'm chasing a new career. Yeah, because it was the Marine Corps that moved you with your family. Yeah. So okay. It was a lot going on. My family broke down. It's a deeper story. Yeah. So I ended up losing my family. She took my son. And mind you, I come from the streets. And so after losing my son, I kind of flipped back into the street code. Like I told you, once I got the service, I went back to the streets, which is why I came to Minnesota. Right? Yeah. She was afraid of me. Who the man I become, because I became a beast. Like I was already a beast before I went. But then I went to the Marine Corps and they calmed me down some. Yeah. But then when I lost my family. So imagine going somewhere to better yourself and to be a father to your son, to be a husband to your wife, right? To be the man your father never was, right? And then lose all of that. So now I no longer have a chance to go to college. I don't have the Marine Corps. I don't have my family. I was in a dark space. Yeah. So I became a demon. Yeah. So she was afraid of me. Yeah. And then so she took my son. And so for the first she wouldn't even talk to me. We couldn't even have a conversation. Like she didn't want to talk to me, be around me, know of me, and nothing. And even with trying to make those changes and those different moves to become a better man, she only seen that version of me. So it took a long time for me to be able to get in my son's life. But when he turned 15, her guy at the time, right, called me. It was like, man, your son needs you. I said, well. That's some real nigga shit right there. And he was like, your son needs you. I was like, shit, I need my son. I said, it was never my decision not to be in his life. I always try to fight to be in his life, but I can't make her. She changed her number. She blocked me. Nobody would tell me where she was at. And when I would find out where she was at, she would make sure she moved again. Like, this how deep it was. Like, it got that deep. So yeah, she was scared of you, like you said. Yeah, so, you know, but I have become a different man at this time that he comes to me, right? Yeah. And I'm like, cool. So he talked to me, and then he talked to her. So then she calls me, and then immediately we have a long conversation about 4 hours. And she said, is this really you? I'm like, yeah, that's me. What do you mean? She's like, you don't talk like you used to. I'm like, because I'm not who I used to be. Right. So fast forward, in that time, me and her got real close. We got to talking, and my son. So now I'm back in my son's life. He's 15. He turned 16. He heard all these stories about his father. Yeah. Because I come from the streets. So he's down there. all my old homies is telling me, your daddy is this, your daddy is that. So, you know, it's real. I'm real nervous to have this conversation with because he got a lot to say. He like, hey, Dad, like, he don't act like I ain't been there. He got some questions. He like, man, I heard this, I heard that, I heard they told me you was in the streets doing this and this, and so you know, and I gotta build this different image because our image of who I am to him. So you know, we have these deep conversations, but I am proud that he had the mother that he had because the foundation she had for him and the ideas she had for him. You know, I think that it was a good thing for me not to be around him at the time. So what I took as an issue, you know what I'm saying? Because when I look back and I think about it, if he had been around me, he'd probably been a wild YN, right? Because I was wild at the time. And
so he not up in Minnesota?
No, he actually down in Louisiana.
Okay.
So he ended up going to school, playing ball, graduated.
Very
smart.
Football, basketball?
Went and played ball. Did his thing, went play ball at college for a little bit.
Okay.
Left college, got into, you know, he's a smart kid, so he had a lot of
That's good, bro. That's good.
So, but good credit.
That's good.
Great foundation.
Yeah.
And so when he came back in my life, I was able to build him as a man, give him the man perspective at 15 and 16. So now at 23, he got his own girl, got his own house, just bought him a brand new car. Got his little Mustang. He called pops. I got the whoop though.
He's passed.
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't even stepped into that.
You get what I'm saying? So for me, I'm a proud father because
that's what's up.
He surpassed it. Even with knowing where I come from, even with knowing who his daddy is. He make his jokes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Imagine my son like 6'4", 6'5".
Okay, he big. He big. Okay.
So you know he got his little joke. Man, come on. So I'm gonna show you my that.
Steve cigar, you know about the reads on that nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my son, he definitely humble, but he cocky.
Yeah.
But he like his dad. So I can't even really say
that's
that
Junior,
nigga. He's super cocky. Like, man, I think like when he came in, the woman I was with at that time, he was like, yo, Pops, she bad. I'm about to get her from you. I was like, boy, get everybody up, boy. Put you down, boy. You know what I'm saying? So, but we have a great relationship. To say that we had all the trials we had in between, and the distance and the disconnection that we had, I love my son to death. You know what I'm saying? My son is definitely motivation for me. My kids are motivation for me. I would say because, again, I don't have family. My mother gone, my auntie gone, my uncle gone. I never had a father in my life. So with losing all of my foundation, when I say I don't have nobody, I don't have nobody. I don't have anybody to lean on. So my life is built around myself. My own, like what I have, what foundation I build is what I have. So when everybody else can go to their family house for Thanksgiving, I don't have that. Right? I don't have those situations, right? Because I've had to cut off. So I have family, but there's a thing between family and family, right? There are people that have my bloodline, but those people that I have to cut off. Right? Because you got to understand where I'm at in my mind frame, where I am in my peace, right? Just because they say family don't mean they family. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of dynamics I have. So my mother raised me. My grandmother raised me. My grandmother gone. My mama gone. Like I said, all the ones that were foundation pieces for me all died. And so without having those pieces in my life, you know, I felt alone and in a destructive mode for a long time. So I kind of threw myself into my kids. So if you listen to my music now, you'll hear me talking about that. You hear me talking about having to rebuild myself as a man and let God be with my foundation. Because the problem is we allow people to be our foundation. So when they leave, we rock it. You know, not stand. But the truth
crumbles.
So the truth is if you build a different type of foundation where you build with God, and that's where I'm at right now in my life, which is why, again, I've been a little MIA too, because I really been working on me, my healing process, and understanding what my traumas was, and knowing who I am as a man, and what those foundations look like. Because if you don't, then you always fall. You always have to do a restart. And why? I'm not saying that it's bad to do a restart. I'm just saying if you don't build a better foundation, you're going to find yourself at 60 and 70 trying to do a restart. Do it make sense? But if you build your foundation today, understand who you are as a man, and put God in place of it, or whatever you feel like is your foundation. I don't want to push God on nobody. But that's my foundation. That's who helped me build as a man and give me the understanding that I need. And I truly believe, because I done been through so many situations where I should be gone, bro. I either locked up or dead, right? And I've been able to outpass all of that, right? So for me to be where I'm at today and able to be able to tell somebody this, I'm good. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying?
That's real shit. And you know, us being older men, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, we have to tell these stories so the younger men that's coming up, going through what we went through, or even some worse shit, they have to understand, hey, you get through that, it's a better place than that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we have to tell our story. You have to be heard. You have to tell these stories so they know, damn, bro went through that, and he turned out to who he gonna be. I know I can be who I want to be. You know what I'm saying?
And honestly, that's my goal. Like I said, I told myself I wanted to start a group.
Mentorship.
Mentorship group, not only for young men but older men. We as older men still need mentorship.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So not just for age, but for brothers.
Yeah.
For men, not a race, right? But just for men. Period. I don't want to stop everybody. No, just only just men. Period. Because all men go through something. Yeah. Right. Whatever that struggle may be, we need to come together and build a brotherhood that we can lean on each other and really help build our community. The problem is we don't have any real leadership. And a lot of people that are in leadership want recognition. I don't. Yeah. I just want to be an instrument that can be used to build our young black men to be better men, and they don't have to go through the traumas and turmoil that we went through. They thinking that the gun is too late. Right? Don't get me wrong. I carried a gun when I was young, but I carried a gun for real protection. Yeah. And not from shit that that y'all create beefs over petty shit. We had real life beef over shit that was survival mode. Yeah. Right. Territory where we made our money. But the people that we banged with was like real brothers. Yeah. Right? I'm talking about, I got photos with these niggas from the dirt. Like I'm talking about my mama, I got a photo with my homie 5080, may he rest in peace. I always put him in every song that I do. But when I talk about this nigga, I talk about this nigga because he's really my day one. I'm talking about little shorty, snotty nose, holding hands, taking photos type of nigga, right? So that's my day one. He gone. Mm-hmm. Right? I don't want y'all to have to go through that. Because y'all don't have to. Y'all creating those spaces. Yeah. Y'all are putting yourself in spaces y'all don't even have to be in around niggas who don't got no good for you. Yeah. Right? Y'all fighting beefs and arguments from somebody else shit that y'all y'all weren't even born for. Yeah, and like with the way the world set up now, man, social media has everybody so separated, bro. We calling these young men YNs, and we separating ourselves from our black women, or just women, period. Men separating themselves from women and talking this 50-50 shit and all this. We so separated right now, bro. You know what I mean? So what's the best tool to break a community down is division. And if you can create division, you can tear it down. And that's the biggest thing, man. Like, we have too much of the division. Yeah. And too many men not wearing their true coat. That's a fact. As men, right? And once we can all come together and really wear our true coat as men, you're gonna still see this. You got women acting like men. Niggas acting like women. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can't get with it. And I'm not getting with that. I ain't got nothing against nobody. I ain't getting right? With that. But as a man, right, I'm standing on that like, that's all incorrect. Yeah. You got women raising men to be men. How? Yeah. How? How can a woman raise a man to be a man? So I'm not saying that she can't raise him, but she ain't gonna raise him to learn how to be. She's gonna raise him to be the version of a man that she didn't have. Yeah, that's a difference. Yeah, she's gonna raise him to be the man that she wanted for herself. Yeah, that's a fact. So that's what she's gonna raise him to be, but she's not gonna raise him to be a man to have his own understanding, right? To know how to lead on his own understanding. Yeah, because his understanding is gonna be your understanding. Yeah. And so when he go into different things, he's going to think like you as a woman, not as a man. Mm-hmm. So this is what I mean by a woman can't raise a man. Yeah, women act off emotions. Right. You know what I mean? So when you act off of emotions, you never come out right. You never going to, honestly, I stopped responding to certain things because I was raised by my mother, but I also was raised by the streets. So you have a breakdown. So a lot of things that I do, I have to, nigga, that's too emotional. The fuck is you doing? Yeah. Right? And so even now, as I'm rebuilding myself as a man, I have to detach myself from any feelings that I have about something. Yeah, facts. Right? Because there's been a lot of things that I've done in my life, I acted off emotion. I'm going to kill niggas off emotion, off my feeling.
Yeah,
and then once that feeling and emotion was gone, I'm like, damn, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
Nigga, you weird. I'm talking to myself, nigga, you being weird.
Yeah.
Right? So this is the thing, like, and so many of our black women are getting killed behind niggas and their emotions. I guarantee you, any nigga that killed a woman off his emotion, I guarantee he didn't have his daddy.
Yeah.
He just had his mama.
Yeah, fact.
Guarantee you.
That's a fact, bro.
It's some breakdown in it that had him on his emotional feelings. And so you gotta, I just feel like, again, we as men can come together and start to build that community of men that are able to help us lead each other, right? So if I'm going through something and I'm confused, I can come to my brother who may have a little more understanding, and we sit down and talk about it. And we don't make each other feel bad because we don't know something or we are short of something. And that is the problem. There's a lot of people that don't have nothing, and we make them feel bad for not having nothing. Not because they didn't try, they just didn't have all the necessary tools. Because there's some people that just won't do shit, and there's just some people that make the best out of what they have. And they still look like nothing to you, don't mean they ain't got nothing. This is what they got to work with.
Yeah.
So I feel like we as men, if we come together and start building those foundations for men, opportunities for men, and being able to put each other in situations where we can continue to grow, then we'll be all right. So that is my goal in the year to come, is to build a group of men that can come together. And again, this is not for recognition. This is not for somebody to say, man, bro, you know. This is for me to say, I want to be the start to us men becoming leaders in our community so that we can build. C-Boss training from Checkmate Blackout Squad to Central Builders of Society. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to build in my community instead of tear it down. Because so in the beginning, I was the direct reflection of the tear downs, Checkmate Blackout Squad. Yeah. Now I want to be the direct image of building Central Builders of Society. So pushing forward, that's my goal, to do something different. Like I said again, I am who I am. I can't change the man that I was. I can't change where I come from. You know, I still wear my coat. They were like, well, you still talk about being, yeah, because being a gay man was a part of me. Yeah. I'm never gonna let it go. But I'm not him. I ain't out here banging. I ain't out here telling a nigga I'm gonna kill him for a flag. Right. No. But when I came up in that shit, we was about brotherhood. Yeah. It wasn't about banging. It wasn't about killing a nigga. No. If you happen to get in our way while we was doing what we did, you got your ass killed. Yeah. Not at all promoting this. Let me say this again, right?
We come from a different cloth.
We come from a different cloth where it was about survival. Yeah. What y'all doing now is about killing. Yeah. It's a
death
difference.
Culture.
It's a death culture versus survival culture, and it's different. Yeah. Which is why it's so much harsh now, because y'all culture about, man, fuck, we killing the whole block. Yeah. We shooting kids, mama, grandmas, aunties. Everybody. Like, you know, everybody can get it. So to where we come from, it was about survival, protecting the kids, protecting the women, you know, protecting grandma. Nigga, if you was in a neighborhood and your grandma came out and you was cursing, nigga, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Oh, Miss Hattie, we sorry, Miss Hattie. We getting out your yard, Miss Hattie. Yeah. These niggas are dating. Fuck you, Miss Hattie. We'll smoke your goofy ass. Like, what? What? Yeah. And they ain't got nobody to tell them, like, nigga, that you out of line, nigga. Yeah. The biggest problem is that we as men are scared of the young niggas. How? Bro, I'm in a place in my life. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Yes, I'll let God lead me.
We scared of them niggas because they gonna smoke us.
Listen, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm gonna tell you, I stand on a different foundation. This is what we do. I stand on a foundation. God is my leader. Ain't no way in hell that I'm gonna let a YN nigga tell me that he gonna smoke me. Yeah. You gonna have to show me and be a man and stand on that. Yeah. Because I promise you, you will be in the grave before me. Yeah. Because ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be afraid to live in my own community, my nigga.
That's a fact.
Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be afraid to protect my own family. Yeah. And fear that you niggas gonna kill me. You gonna have to. Cause when you kill me, you gonna be like, man, that nigga took out like 6 of my homies, though.
See, yeah.
Because I am not ever gonna be afraid to be a leader in my community.
We should not be afraid of our culture. Yeah, we should embrace them.
We should embrace them.
We should embrace them and let them know, hey, man,
when you talk to a young nigga, most of them are just built on, they want their respect. Yeah. Like a lot of them don't have a father and they feel like I did this on my own. Yeah. And so how you gonna tell me what to do when you ain't never gave me a meal, you ain't put no money in my pocket, you ain't gave me no direction. Yep. Nigga, this is what I do because this is what I got. If I don't do it before they do it, they gonna do it to me. So then once you get into that mind frame of understanding these little niggas, then you understand. They have a malfunction situation going on.
Because we gotta think about it too, bro. We was them niggas.
Oh yeah, I was them niggas. That's why I know. That's why I can't be afraid of what I was or what I am. Yeah. Right? How can I be afraid of the nigga I was? Yeah, I can't. I'm the nigga that'll shoot your ass up at the club, broad daylight, nigga. We don't give a fuck, right? Yeah. I've been that guy. Yeah. So in a different time, right, of survival, I did it because a nigga killed my nigga. Yeah. You doing it because you just don't like a nigga, or a nigga stepped on your shoe.
Or you want some credit.
Or you want some credit.
You just want the hat. You just want the recognition.
Right.
Oh, you got a body. Yeah, I caught a body. Yeah.
Nigga, but when niggas catch body, they don't understand the consequences to that, nigga. Ain't no motherfucking way you sleeping at night with a body.
Well, even with that, nigga, how you so tough with me, but bitch up when the police come, though?
And that's a different dynamic. This is
like, how you tough with me?
This is why I tell you, because, nigga, I'm the nigga nigga, what up? To the police. I have been in several altercations with the police. Because, nigga, I'm the same nigga that don't make sense. I can beef with you, but I can't. Niggas, fuck the police, too. If you're not going to operate in a space to protect me, it's fuck you, too.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
So if a man stands on principles, no matter who the fuck it is, I don't change because the person changed. Nigga, I'm me. And that's the problem. Niggas are not real men with real goals and real foundations and real, like, what is your foundation? Like,
what is your purpose?
Right? You get what I'm saying? Like, do you even know your purpose?
Yeah.
A lot of niggas don't know their purpose, so they just out here.
Outside. Yeah, that's crazy.
So, again, going back into my thing. For the next coming year, I want to build like-minded and I want to be able to reach out to certain men that I know come from that background that can really do some good. Mayhem, you know, and different other men that is in the community that I know that can really provide AK. You know, we have a chance in our life to build a different culture for these young men because they respect us differently, right? They look at us differently, you know, and we have a chance to do so. So it's up to them if they want to do it. Like I said, me purposely, I'm going to do it regardless. I'm going to build it and start giving my brothers some foundation.
That's what's up,
putting prayer back into our community so that we have something different to lean on. Again, not for no recognition, but just to build some of our brothers.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Let's get that done, man. We're going to take a quick break, man, from our sponsors, man, Flex Your Grill. Make sure you tap in, get the custom jewelry, that custom grills. We're going to get you together, man. Tap in with us, brother. That's what's up, though. Let me go off track a little bit, too, because we said a lot. George Floyd. Protecting the community. You was outside, bro. I seen you. What made you want to get into that? Because it was a lot going on. It was some energy over the city, bro.
Man, different. That's the energy we need now.
You was outside.
That's the energy we need.
Walking the streets. Yeah. You feel me? AR-15, whatever you had, it was heavy. You had some other brothers with you. Y'all was protecting the. It was some shootouts. It was. Tell us what was going on with that, man.
Well, mind you, when I first started, I was when the first George Floyd thing happened, bro, it kind of fucked me up because I watched it on live. Yeah. And bro, it crushed me as a man, nigga. I cried. I ain't even gonna lie, nigga. To watch a black man get killed that way
in front of all the people like that,
and I feel like, damn, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Tackle the motherfucker. I'll take that. Like tackle the motherfucker. Do something. Get him off of him so he can breathe. Like just give him a chance to something. You know what I'm saying?
He was already in cuffs.
He was already in cuffs, right? So. Just tackle the nigga, get him off. They can't shoot you because you ain't got no gun, nigga. Just tackle the motherfucker, let them arrest you. I'll take that.
I'll take that L. Yeah.
I'll take that L. Yeah. While he was killing him. Yeah. I was afraid for his life. Yeah. He just literally sat there, right? So for me, bro, like it was a spark of me as a man, bro. Like it took me back, like when you think about the back in the days, the Black Panthers and the Rodney Kings and. You like, nigga,
you come from that state. Yeah. You come from that shit,
it's
bro.
Like, nigga, like, ain't no motherfucking way.
Right.
So, you know, for me, nigga, I got outside. Nigga, I got out there with the camera. I'm out on the streets. I'm doing my thing. We on the protest. We get up on Lake Street. And we protesting in front of before they burnt that bitch down. We out in the front of that motherfucker. We out there protesting. Boom, 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 boom.
In front of the police station?
Police station.
Okay.
And right there. So I'm out in the front. And motherfuckers yelling at the police. and then a motherfucker throw a bottle at the police, boom. I turn around, I say, man, stop fucking throwing shit, just protest. I turn around, the police look at me dead in my eye. Boom, hit me. Oh, I hit the ground, blah, blah, blah. It was so crazy, motherfuckers got photos of this.
Straight up?
Photos and videos, bro, of this shit. I hit the ground, had a hole in my stomach and all this.
What they
hit my face
with
the one that blow up the I don't know, they say shoot it, pew, and then it boom, and it blow up when it hit you. So when it came, it got right down to me and boom, hit me dead in my stomach. And you'll see me out there still with my camera in my hand, never dropped my camera, laid out in the middle of the street, my nigga. It was and I looked up, guess who came and got me? A white man. Came around and then grabbed me. It smoke all around me.
Yeah.
He came and grabbed me. I got all this tear gas shit in my face and shit.
Yeah.
And then I got motherfuckers pouring milk all over my face and And for me, nigga, that just took me to another level. I was irate. But we got back up, did our thing, and then that's when I got the call from over north about protecting the north side. Yeah. And being a part of that. Mr. News hit me up and was like, they want us to come over there, bro. We should go over there together. I'm like, shit, let's go. So, you know, me, News, Pro, we all pull up. And shit, I jump right in the mode. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm such a leader. I've never been a follower, nigga. I don't know how to follow nobody. I know how to lead. Yeah. So I just jump right into leadership mode. Like, nigga, what's up? You go here, we go there. You know what I'm saying? I'm directing traffic and whatever. And so in the midst of doing all this, I ain't doing this for no recognition, right? Yeah, that's a fact. But in the midst of doing all this, I keep forgetting this lady's name. She was the head of the program over there at that time. What's the name of the program? NAACP. She was the head of it, the president of the NAACP. She seen how I was moving. And then somebody was like, so that the news people came by and they was like, somebody must have been like, oh, he was in the Marine Corps. They was like, what? So immediately it switched to, she was like, no, you lead. And so immediately I jumped into that, and then I'm started telling everybody what to do, and then the news came and they talking to me, and facts. I instantly became the face of it, and did everything I possibly could. So then now I'm out there teaching people how to walk, how to move through the streets, how to tactically move. You don't shoot this way, you shoot this way. If you're gonna go down the street, you stagger, so if you get the shooting, it ain't gonna hit the person that's in front of you. And we walking through the streets doing our thing, then we end up in a shootout.
Now, I'm trying to go back to the shootout because it was like y'all was in the middle of filming or some shit, wasn't it? Y'all was in the middle of the interview.
I was in the middle of that interview. We had the mayor, not the mayor, but the city councilman was there with us. Yeah. And in the middle of doing all this interview and whatever, and not boom, shootout.
Yeah, facts. Now what? Now. Let me just, before we get into that part, right? Now, let me tell you. Now, I was outside when this shit was going on in St. Paul. You know what I'm saying? When I was outside, we was outside, you know what I'm saying, doing what we doing, running through stores and shit. The niggas, I ain't gonna say niggas, the motherfuckers who was setting the fires was the white boys dressed in all black. Now, when I go back and look at the situation, because the building we ran into got set on fire, I was my guy calling the fire and shit. Mm-hmm. Every nigga I was doing, every nigga who was running these stores was niggas that was running the stores, getting merchandise and leaving. Niggas don't set fires, bro. No. You know what I'm saying? They don't. And then, like, we not coming there damaging niggas shit because we gonna take your shit and you'll come back when you rebuild it. Because this is our community. It's our shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm watching the white boys dressing all black with golf clubs, baseball bats, damaging the shit. You know what I'm saying? To a point where they pulling out guns. We don't got guns, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, we coming to loot, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when I seen that shit I was seeing on Facebook, I think. You was in the middle of a fucking interview, and pew, 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 you just hear the gunshots going hitting off the ground. I'm like, what the fuck? So with that, what was going on with that, bro?
So we kept having people trying to come through there and band it. So that was the whole point of us being over there. So they didn't tear down the black businesses that was in that community right there. So right down at Fremont, we had a lot of buildings that been there for years. That they were trying to set fire to those buildings, and we kept catching them. So we had a group of white boys that came through there, and they got caught slipping in, and we ended up that way. And they kept trying to do it. We had people, women that was getting terrorized, going to their home with their kids. We was showing up to black women home. I know we had this one lady whose son got chased home by a man in a white sheep, and we literally went inside her house for 3 days. Walked her kids home to school, and this is what we did. Right? She'll tell you, we lived inside of her living room. She got about 10 of us sitting in her living room. I got niggas around the house, and I got niggas in the house in the front door. We sitting that bit with big dumb guns.
Yes, facts. You know what's crazy about that situation, bro? I look at that situation like, I don't want to say it was planned. I don't want to say like they used something like the George Floyd shit, and then cause look, when you go through Lake Street, University Avenue, all those places that got burnt down, got rebuilt into condos, parking lots for the stadium now. The shit, McDonald's is gone. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like,
so I would say in the process of that happening, I don't think that they planned that. I think they seized the opportunity to be able to say, oh, we finna go in an uproar. Oh, they finna fuck the city up. Well, let's help them. Because if you don't know it, they had a thing about one of the white men that burned down the pawn shop was a police officer.
On Lake Street. And he killed somebody. No, he shot a motherfucker that came.
No, I'm talking about the motherfucker that actually burned the place down. One of the white boys that actually burned the place down was supposed to have been one of the police officers. But that story died real quick. You never heard again of it.
The white boy who ran up in AutoZone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The white shit on his face.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like,
so you gotta understand the dynamics. They're gonna seize every opportunity to destroy it, right? And then paint the picture as it being us. So this is why I say that we as a community, you think about Ronnie King. When Ronnie King, we started looting. We have to come up with better ways to protect our community. Because honestly, black people thinking like, shit, they got insurance. When we steal this shit, they just gonna get more. But you gotta understand what the world looks at that is. Perception is everything. And if we don't really get hold of that, then we always gonna lose. Perception is everything. If you're gonna why not protect that man's store? To help him save. Maybe when he get back right and everything is over, he may give the community some shit. But because we go in and steal his shit, he like, man, fuck this community. He gone. Why should I fight for a community that's gonna take from me? Yeah. So we have to get a different mind frame on how we operate in these moments. Because it's in those moments that we can deter and change how people view us as a community. Yeah. We could have took that moment and seized that moment to show them that we got going for no bullshit. We not gonna tie our community up, and you not gonna tie our community up. Yeah. Which is why we stood as Minnesota freedom fighters stood the way we stood. Like, nigga, no. Yeah. Y'all ain't fuck the police coming to our neighborhood. We gonna police our neighborhood. Cause the niggas that we policing know us.
Yeah, that's a fact. So with the shootout, it was white dudes.
White dudes, yeah. Group of white dudes in a truck that came through and was on that. But you know.
Like that.
But that's not the only time though. That shit kept happening. So it's like it's not the only time. Had the police from Broadway all the way back down. Right? I got tactical teams. Like I built tactical teams within the Minnesota Freedom Fighter. You go that way. We go that way. We turn white rags around the truck so when we see it, we know it's you. Yeah. Right? So we ain't no friendly fire, ain't none of that. So this is what I mean by us coming together and really building something crazy, bro. Yeah. To where we still here today. Yeah. We still here.
That. Yeah, man. That little time over the city was crazy. You know.
But we need to build that type of stuff before those situations happen.
Yeah. You just need to have those.
It's too many people. Right now. It's too many people trying to take from the city. Yeah. They trying to get a paycheck, and that's the biggest problem, bro. It's too much political shit. Like nobody really trying to help. Yeah. Everybody want recognition. Yeah. Are you really trying to help? Like, what are you really trying to do? Like, let's build it and let's really put it together. Because it seemed like when all that shit hit the fan, you find out how many niggas is really stealing from the city. How many niggas really acting like they paying niggas and they not. Yeah. Because them same niggas y'all saying y'all paying is still suffering.
Yeah. So how you feel about the Trump sending troops into Chicago?
Crazy. But again, we talk about Chicago.
They need it.
I'm just being honest.
They just had a mass shooting last night, yesterday.
I can't say shit about Chicago because Chicago been different, bro. Like Chicago, like I ain't gonna lie, Chicago a beautiful city though. I went to Chicago just recently for 2.5 weeks.
Definitely.
But when it comes to Chicago and the way they move, bro, they move different. I don't know. Could it be they protecting their own community? I mean, you got different things. It's a different walk of life. Chicago been wild since forever. When has Chicago never been wild?
Since the 20s, the mafia, nigga.
So you gotta understand, how do you change Chicago when you got the mob there, you got the cartel there, like it's a different
crooked politicians there,
crooked police. So you gotta understand, a destruction is gonna happen in Chicago, and I hate to say it that way.
Yeah.
But when you think about biblical times, right, and you think about the different cities that were destroyed, right, behind the scene that was going on in the city, right, you got to think about that. At some point, some destruction is going to happen. Maybe Trump is the destruction. You know, I look at things differently.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe Trump is the destruction. Maybe the Trump was the destruction we needed for the world.
Yeah.
For us to view things differently. Right? Trump just shut down food stamps. Everybody was crippled.
Yeah.
Niggas is mad.
Yeah.
Like, why are you mad?
Yeah.
Because if you really did what you supposed to do, you wouldn't depend on food stamps. But again, I think Trump has been placed in his position to show us how crippled we are as a people.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, man. So, you know, it's all that, brother. You know what I'm saying? What you got going on with the music? What's coming? What you got coming up with the music?
Man, I'm currently right now, like I said, I've been rebuilding and restructuring what I look like as an artist and what things look like for me as an artist. You know, I'm still me. So let's not get it twisted. I'm still who I am, Sippizone, but just with a little different twang to it. So right now I'm actually getting ready to, I'm working on a project called Resurrection.
Okay.
I know people like, what the fuck you mean, resurrection? Well, me.
Yeah.
The rebuilding of me, the bringing myself back to life. But anyways, I'm working on that project right now. Shout out to my boy DJ Illinois. I just seized a moment with him, DJ Illinois down in Iowa. He is now my official DJ.
Okay.
Right now we are currently pushing Street Life.
Okay.
The record I got with Boosie.
Yeah.
When I dropped that record, I didn't really have a chance to really push the record because I had so many losses within my family at that time. I lost my uncle, aunties, and so I was in a dark space at the time, so I didn't really get to do a lot of promotion for the record. But the record has done a lot without me promoting it. But now we going on our little tour of pushing the record.
Yeah. So
right now it's on the radio station in Chicago. It's on a radio station in Florida. To be exact, let me actually tell you, it is actually, because I want y'all to tune in, it's going to be on the OG Ride Out Live on the Dollar Radio.
Okay.
It's going to be on Power 105.1 in Gainesville, Florida. Okay. If you want to listen to that here, there's Audacity app. And then it's going to be on the Highly Unique Radio, Soul Flow radio station. Yeah. They got an app for that as well. But I'll start posting that on my social media so you guys can get, LinkedIn. But I'm on a radio promo right now for the record of Street Life with Boosie. Okay. And then I'm actually coming back around to push the record I got with T-Rail. Okay. With it. I actually
like that combination right there.
Yeah. So I actually just topped it up with T-Rail the other day, 2 days ago. So I'll actually be doing something with them. We putting something together. I want to put it out till everything is finalized. Yeah. But we putting something together there. And I will be doing another feature with T-Rail. So I got a lot coming up. And then again, I'm working on my own personal situation, like I said, called Resurrection. With a little more gospel twang to it. But it's still street, if that make any sense.
That's what's up, man. So look, man, this is part of the show, man. I give you your flowers, man. Listen, bro. I've been knowing you for years. I used to book you for shows. Yes, yeah. You know what I'm saying? What I want to say to you, man, keep it going, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop. I know you're not going to stop, but just keep everything going. Stay positive. I call you the Reverend. You're the Reverend to me. You feel me? Reverend Sippy. You feel me? You feel me? Bruh, keep that positive. Keep building you as a man. build up that motherfucking mentorship, man, because we definitely need it, bro. And you got my support. You know what I'm saying? You got my support, definitely. But let the people know where they can find you at, man.
Man, for all y'all that want to tap in with me, go to www.iamsippizone.com. You'll find everything about me on there. But if you want to just follow my social media, again, you can go there and follow me. But it's at Sippizone on everything. I don't make it difficult for you to find me. At Sippizone, that's Sippizone, Sippizone. That's it, that's all. I'm mostly on my TikTok, my Instagram. I don't be on my Facebook a lot. Lady Erin actually runs my Facebook, so if you said something on Facebook and thought you was talking to me, it wasn't. If I didn't reply to you, don't charge it to me.
Right.
I don't actually check it. I'm more on my TikTok and Instagram, and honestly, I don't even really be on Instagram that much. So if you ever want to reach out, I would just tell you to reach out to Lady Erin if you want to direct contact to me, because that's kind of where I'm at right now. Just rebuilding, man, doing my thing. So I'm out here. Get with me, man.
Outside, man. Yeah, man. So listen, y'all been sitting down with Skrap and Sippizone, man. We gone out the building, man. Love, man.